What's up, it's Louis Say with your legs media, and we are here today to talk about Tadej Pogacar and Matthew Vanderpool and the inevitable showdown. It wouldn't be the first showdown. It would be showdown number 2 or possibly number 3. And we are talking about Paris-Roubaix. And let me start by saying thank you for tuning in. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you can watch the video to the end, it really helps. Trying to do this thing. I'm trying to go there. I'm trying to be one of the best set up in this game. So anyway, let's get into Tadej Pogacar and Matthew Vanderpool, Paris-Roubaix 2025. So before we get to 2025, let's talk about 2024. Matthew Vanderpool is obviously the favorite. I think Wout van Aert is looking good. So we don't know until we see some of the early season races and what type of form he has. I thought coming to the end of the cyclocross season, he was showing progress, and like he is probably going to be someone to watch out for 2024. I wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket. I would still say Matthew Vanderpool is the favorite for this year's 2024. And as we get into it, let's talk about Tadej Pogacar and Matthew Vanderpool. So I saw somebody post a clip of Matthew Vanderpool he's on the one of the sectors, one of the tougher sectors, and he's flying. Vanderpool was flying. And then they put next to it Tadej Pogacar doing his little sort of training ride or recon ride going through the Arenberg forest. And the comment was, look at the speed of Vanderpool and look at the speed of Pogacar. And like the person who posted it was obviously saying that, just looking at these two, one's in race mode, and the other is in race. He's just reconning. He's nowhere near top speed. So and they're drawing a comparison, saying that look how fast Matthew Vanderpool is and to Tadej Pogacar. Let's look back at Flanders. Now, if you know anything about Flanders, yes, Flanders has some really steep hills. Like, the really big hill is like the Pettenberg, and then I think it's the Molenberg. So those are the two climbs towards the end, and they're both cobbled climbs. But at the top of the Molenberg, it flattens out, and that's where Tadej Pogacar really made his move. So as we, got the footage running, as you can see, Tadej Pogacar pulling away from Matthew Vanderpool on the Molenberg. He gets the gap, he sustains the gap, and then he manages to hold it. And you can see on the Pettenberg doesn't require climbing skills. It's more of a power climb. So I think the gap got out to like about 20 seconds or something like that. And Matthew Vanderpool was able to get into the top of the Pettenberg because he has that explosive power. He was able to pull back or close the gap to 15 seconds. So it goes to show what type of what's needed to ride the cobbles. And if you do Flanders, if you get the chance to do the sportif, you will do some of the other sections that some are really flat and really fast, and some are like sort of like they're not climbing but they're doing this. And the ones that I can't remember the names of the sections, but the sections that do this, or like on Flanders, the cobbles are horrific. There is no Arenberg Forest, but it's still really, really tough and really, really hard to ride. So to say that Tadej Pogacar can't or won't be able to be competitive with Matthew Vanderpool on race day, I think if you believe that and you think that, that is utterly crazy. You are out of your mind. You are delusional. Tadej Pogacar is a rider unlike any rider we have seen, and I so look forward to him doing Roubaix. We know it's gonna happen. We know he's a kid at heart. He's a big kid. And he just wants to go there and enjoy racing, enjoy everything, try everything. You go into as a kid, you go into the backyard and you see that big tree and you're like, I want to climb that tree. That's Tadej Pogacar. It's just like, is there. So what the hell? Let's go for it. So for all those folks that are saying that, I know you're fans of Matthew Vanderpool. I'm a big fan of Matthew Vanderpool as well. I love all the things that he has done, but things go in cycles. As Matthew Vanderpool ages out, then along will come the next great cyclist or the great person in cyclists, and that happens to be Tadej Pogacar right now. So we will see what happens. Well, or coming up to I if he does Paris-Roubaix this year, for some reason he just decides to do Paris-Roubaix this year. I don't know if he would win Paris-Roubaix this year because he has a big focus on the Tour de France. Even though Tadej Pogacar is doing Flanders, I think the bigger focus for him is the Tour de France to get that fourth win and then possibly that fifth. Once he gets 5 Tour de France's, I think all of the other classes, he's going to go for all of the monuments. And I predict right now, Tadej Pogacar will get all of the monuments. Then after he wins his 5th Tour de France, he's going to go and do La Volta. So he's going to have his Giro d'Italia, his 5 Tour de France's, and his how many other times he does the La Volta or he does the Giro. So I'm just wondering, is he going to do a Lombardy again this year? I don't know. It just seems like what's the point? He has no competition. He's just there just to win it. But we will see. But so Il Lombardi, will he do Il Lombardi again? It'll be the 5th time if he goes and he wins it. So it'll be the 5th time. So it'll be 5 years straight. That'll be something amazing. So it would have been crazy had he not lost those 2 years to Jonas Vingegaard. So it would have been all in tune. It would have been 5 years of the Tour de France, 5 years El Lombardi. So, but he's going to be on his 5th El Lombardi, but he's going to be on possibly his 4th Tour de France. But that's just how things go sometimes. So this whole conversation about will Matthew Vanderpool or will Tadej Pogacar be able to ride with Matthew Vanderpool? It's just yes he will. Yes he will. And if you think that he can't, if you're so sure that he can't, you whatever you earn, put your life savings, go to the bookie and put it all of it. And then I guarantee you won't do that because full and well that Tadej Pogacar has everything that's needed to win Paris-Roubaix. Now, if you look at the profile of Paris-Roubaix, let's look at the profile of Paris-Roubaix. The profile of Paris-Roubaix, it's not flat, but there is no major climbs in it. But I done all 18 sectors, and some of them, they do this, they go do this, and some of them do this, and then some of them do this. They drop down, and then you're coming up. And even 1% and 2%, which some of them are like really slight 1% and 2%, you're doing that on some really harsh cobbled lanes. And you might as well be climbing Mont Ventoux because that's how much power and effort is required to get through some of these sectors. So it's no easy task by any means. So anyway, this has been Inish Luby, Save With Your Legs Media. Thank you for tuning in. This has been my little rant on why it's just the nonsense that's being talked about, that people are saying that Tadej Pogacar won't be able to ride with Matthew Vanderpool, and then the person that should, Matthew Vanderpool, off the front, attacking at full speed, and then puts it next to Tadej Pogacar in the training thing. Come on, people, do better. Come on, we all know people are smarter than that, but then there are some people who are going to see that and think, oh my goodness, look how fast Vanderpool is. There's no way Tadej Pogacar doesn't stand it. Out of your mind. Anyway, next we got to talk about Egan Bernal. He is on his way back, and then we got to talk about the possibility of Jonas Vingegaard doing a Tour of Rwanda. And I don't know what's going on with the Tour of Rwanda, but I hope they can sort out whatever's going on so that it can be a successful World Championships, because there's a lot of 1 minute they're talking about canceling, the next minute no, it's on, everything's on and popping in. But we will see how it goes, and we just hope everything works out to be fine and dandy. It's been Ines Luby. Say it with your legs, say it with your legs media, and we will see you on the next video.